seekers of the unseen, and guardians of the forgotten. This is Legends of the Force, the Holocron Archives, a journey into the shadows of Star Wars history, where myths breathe, heroes fall, and the galaxy's darkest secrets are unearthed. Tonight, we delve not into the tales you know, but the ones hidden in the cracks of time. Stories of ambition, sacrifice, and the fragile line between salvation and destruction. This is a chronicle for those who dare to ask, what lies beyond the light? Our first entry is not about a hero. It is about a revelation. A man who reshaped the galaxy, not through hope, but through fire. A man who believed the only way to save the Sith was to destroy them. This is the story of Darth Bane, the architect of the Rule of Two, the last Sith Lord, and the first of a new order. But to understand Bane, we must begin not with power, but with pain. For every Sith is born from suffering, and Bane's suffering began in the dark. Long before he was Darth Bane, he was Dessel, a boy chained to a life of dust and despair. Born into the grinding wheels of Apatros' Cortosis mines, his world was one of calloused hands, broken promises, and the metallic tang of blood. His father, Hurst, was a man hollowed by failure, who sold his son's labor to pay his debts. The miners, brutal. The overseers, cruel. And Dessel, he was a spark in the dark. A boy whose rage burned brighter than the furnaces that devoured his youth. One day, that rage erupted. A gambler's insult, a smuggler's blade, and Dessel, cornered, desperate, discovered the truth. He was not like the others. The Force surged through him, raw and untamed. He killed his tormentor with a brutality that shocked even himself, and fled into the stars, leaving Apatros to rot. But the galaxy has no mercy for the lost. Dessel became a soldier, a mercenary, a killer. Yet in the silence between battles, he heard it. The dark side's whisper. You were meant for more than this. And so, he followed that whisper to Korriban, the ancient heart of Sith power. There, amidst the tombs of fallen Dark Lords, Dessel died, and Darth Bane was born. The Sith of Bane's time were a mockery, a brotherhood of darkness, hundreds of squabbling lords, each hungrier than the last. They fought not for glory, but for scraps. They wielded the dark side like a club, not a blade. Bane saw their weakness. The dark side is not a weapon to be shared, he seethed. It is a flame that consumes the unworthy. In the archives of the Academy, he found the truth. Ancient holocrons spoke of a Sith empire ruled not by mobs, but by perfection. A lineage of master and apprentice, each generation stronger than the last. But the Brotherhood had forgotten this. They were insects, and Bane would be the fire. He studied the relics of the past. Revan, Nagasado, Exar Kun. And in their whispers, he forged a plan. A purge. Not of the Jedi, but of his own kind. The final battle came on Ruusan. The Jedi, led by Lord Hoth, faced the Brotherhood in a war that would decide the galaxy's fate. But Bane cared nothing for victory. He sought annihilation. Using ancient Sith sorcery, he crafted the Thought Bomb, a weapon that would devour the souls of every Force user on the planet. Jedi, Sith, all would perish, except him. When the detonation faded, Ruusan was a graveyard. The Jedi believed the Sith extinct. The galaxy celebrated, but in the ashes, Bane smiled. The weak were gone. Only the strong remained, himself. And one other. From the flames, Bane carved a new law. 2 there shall be. One to embody power, the other to crave it. No more armies, no more infighting. The Sith would rise in secret, a shadow within the Republic's light. He took an apprentice, Zana, a girl whose darkness mirrored his own. For years he taught her. The Force was not a tool, but a test. Power demanded sacrifice. Loyalty was a lie, but the rule of 2 is a blade with no hilt. In the end, every master is doomed by their apprentice's hunger. Their final duel was inevitable. Lighting up the sky, the earth cracked, and when the storm cleared, only one Sith walked away. Was it Zana, claiming her birthright, or Bane, reborn in her flesh? The answer is a secret the Sith keep to this day. Darth Bane's legacy is a paradox. He saved the Sith by destroying them. He built an empire on a lie, and in the end, he became the very thing he despised. A relic, outlived by his own creation. But his rule of 2 endured. For 1,000 years, the Sith festered in the dark, patient as poison, until the day a boy named Anakin Skywalker would bring their revenge to light. This is Legends of the Force, the Holocron archives. Join us next time when we trace the echoes of Bane's rule to a desert planet called Tatooine, and the rise of a Sith Lord who would finish what he began. Until then, remember, the darkest shadows are cast by the brightest stars. May the Force guide your path, even through the unknown. The tale of Darth Bane may burn bright with fire and shadow, but even in the darkest corners of the galaxy, there is stillness. Now, let the hum of starships fade into the whisper of distant stars. Let the clash of lightsabers soften to the rhythm of a quiet breath. Close your eyes, wanderer, and drift into the gentle embrace of the Force. The next chapter is not a story, but a lullaby. A tide of calm to carry you beyond the chaos. Breathe deeply. Let go. And may the stars cradle you in their silent song.